In terms of supplementation, I know the main supplements you always recommend are very much ticking a lot of the boxes we've already discussed. So bonus round, 4.5, what are the supplements that you recommend people from all walks of life are consuming? And then for anyone that's a bit more athletic, what should they add in?
Often people in the Northern Hemisphere, vitamin D is a big one. Lack of sunlight or lack of exposure to sunlight. So even in the summer, you wouldn't think of it outside today in Scotland, but we are in the summer. We're indoors all day. So even the part of the day that's sunniest, where we could gain exposure to the sun, we're inside. Most people in the UK, Northern Hemisphere, will be vitamin D deficient. So that's a supplement to highly recommend. NHS will recommend everybody takes vitamin D, helps with force and power production if you're a gym goer, helps support your immune system for all of us. And it's very hard to derive the amount we need from food alone. Omega-3, as you've alluded to, again, one that's really hard to get from food. You can get it from oily fish, salmon, mackerel, trout, sardines, herring. Most of us don't eat 3 to 4 portions of that per week. You can get it from walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, etc. But again,
it's a lot of them, isn't it?
It's a lot of chewing. So again, from the blood work I've seen, from the dietary analysis I've done with most people, omega-3 again would be another supplement. Helps from reducing inflammation in the body. So that could be inflammation from stress day to day, but also be inflammation from training. So there's a real nice crossover between vitamin D and omega-3 there.
Creatine, 5 grams a day?
Big fan of it, whether you're a gym goer or not, because the more research I see on it, the benefits to cognitive function, alertness, is fantastic. Not just for those looking to get stronger, build muscle. If you're an endurance athlete, listen to this. The benefits now for endurance training. The more I read about it, everyone should be consuming it, particularly if you're vegan and vegetarian, because you can get creatine from red meat. It would be highly recommended looking at supplementation. You can load it. Some companies will recommend you take a higher dose. It just means you saturate yourself a little bit quicker. And some people only take creatine on a training day for some reason. Not quite sure what that is. Maybe just a bit of misinformation. So it's something you can take every day. 5 grams per day would be the recommended dose to start with. Yeah.
And if we use an example to consolidate a lot of what we've discussed, let's say somebody's morning routine, very popular as well at the moment, their breakfast or their post-workout meal or whatever it might be could be a nutrient-dense, protein-dense, fruit, handful of spinach dense with 5 grams of creatine smoothie, which ticks many, many boxes at the same time. And then you could even have a handful of omega-3 and wash it down with the smoothie. And all of a sudden, let's give James Clear a shout out, as every podcast recording in the history of the world probably should. Habit stacking. It's a huge way of making it easy. What you want to try and do with all these things is not be overwhelmed by how many things there are to potentially consider, depending at what point you are on this journey, so to speak. But it's how do you add these things easily and seamlessly into your existing habits and routines, rather than trying to strong arm them in and chokehold creatine into your day-to-day routine, because you might miss 3 or 4 days and think, oh, well, fuck it, game over. Never mind, that's that. Gave it a go. Creatine's not for me. I think I'll just go back to having black coffee first thing in the morning and, I don't know, vape for lunch. You never know.